guys, guess what? I have a makeup bonanza haul, or a beauty bonanza haul, because I'm making up for lost time. So this is going to be a collective haul, and it is a haul where kind of I'm making up for lost time because I kind of went into the dark for a little while, and the reason why is because I've had a whole lot of losses. It's been a crazy year and a crazy last 6 months. My mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer last year, pretty much exactly last year from the time I'm filming. It was caught in the late stages, so I got a precious year with my mom. And she fought an amazing battle, and now she's in heaven. And in the last 2 months of my mom's life, my stepdad, my mom's husband, also got very, very ill and was also fighting for his life. So we were really busy going in and out of hospitals and going from one hospital to the other. And my mom is an amazing person. She just kept on going to her husband's hospital, even in the last week of her life, because that's my mom. That's my mom. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. She's a prayer warrior. She didn't lose. What she won is eternal life in heaven. And my mom is alive. My mom is alive. And she gives me lots of hugs from heaven too. I didn't mean to cry, but I mean, my mom, she gives me lots of hugs from heaven, and one of the things she told me is to keep on smiling. She gave me a message from heaven to keep on smiling, and she sent me the song through my cousin, I Smile by Kirk Franklin. And you know, at the end of all my videos, I always say keep on going and keep on glowing. And that's basically keep on moving forward, keep on putting that smile on your face, keep on glowing with your beautiful, unique smile. And that's what my mom wanted me to keep on doing, and I'm going to do that for her. So you guys, if you're going through tough times too and have great losses, remember, God's got your back. And God's got my back, and He wants us to keep on moving forward. Yes, we do have to grieve our losses, but He also wants us to keep on moving forward. So this is what we're going to do today. This is kind of an easy, I think, easier video for me because it's basically a haul. You know, I'm showing things. I'll try to do B-roll, but if I don't have enough strength to do it, I may not be able to do the B-roll that I love to do in my videos. But in any case, you're going to see a haul today. It's a major collective haul. The other thing that happened too was that my computer died mid-editing of a video in December, and it didn't just die and I could get it repaired. It died. It died. So with that, I did have to get another computer. That was a whole process too. So there's been a lot of changes in my life right now, a lot of adjustments, so bear with me. I still have to reload my new computer. I haven't had time to do that because there was so much other things to do, especially spending time with my mom and my stepdad. So here we go. I hope you enjoy this, and let us dig in. Let's start with the Victoria's Secrets. One of my family members was staying with me, and she was wearing this all the time. And this is the Victoria's Secrets Bombshell. Every time she got out of the shower, she was smelling the most amazing scent, and it reminded me of lavender. And the hilarious thing is there absolutely is no lavender in this scent, but it reminds me of a lavender scent that I grew up with when I was a kid, and I love the scent, and Bombshell gives me that. This is the spray, and I got the cream along with it. So this is the Bombshell cream and the spray, and I got it as kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. Thank God when we went in that day, they were having the special, so you can get a kind of like a 2-for-1. Now they do have an option for mini spray of the Bombshell, and that is like $8 Canadian. However, the salesperson did tell me that it's not the same as the actual full-size spray. It's the same scent, but it's a lot weaker and watered down. Now, I do not know why Victoria's Secret felt to do that. I don't agree with watering down a product just because you make it into a smaller size. I think they should be the same thing. So I'm watching you, Victoria's Secret. I'm watching you. They do sell the eau de toilette, and I think they might even sell a perfume or something, but I don't really need it. It has a strong scent, and sometimes I like something lighter, airier, fairier in the summertime. And so this for me is the perfect summer perfume. So I'm a happy camper. The next body spray is Yardley's Lily of the Valley. And you know what I just found out? Queen Elizabeth, this is all she uses in all her bathrooms in the whole of her palace is Yardley products. And she doesn't decant them and put them in any special containers. No, she keeps them in this container. I had no idea until I went to buy my Yardley Lily of the Valley. I already have the rose one. I love their lavender soap. And then when I picked up this one of my favorite scents in the whole wide world, then I found out that this is what Queen Elizabeth uses throughout her whole palace and all her bathrooms. Nothing but Yardley. So I feel very VIP. This makes a great scent for summer, and it's one of those, again, after shower, spray it on, and you're good to go. I'm wearing green, and it just makes me feel all green and happy. The next one I got was from Holt Renfrew, and I picked up a Christian Dior lip shine lipstick. And it even has a holographic package. And this I got in, hold on a second, B Dior. Now I think this is more of a kind of a coral color, even though it kind of looks reddish, and it has that CD imprint, their logo imprint. I didn't even know that it did that. But it goes on more of a corally color. And I'm not going to swatch it right now, but hopefully when I do a B-roll, if I do the B-roll, you can see. And it's a nice glossy, shiny lipstick. Oh, and look, it also does this. It's a magnetized. There, see? You don't have to, when you do it, boom. So I really like that. Don't ask me why, but I did. And I wanted to get their lip gloss, but instead I was able to get this. The beautiful saleswoman, she gave me a sample, and you even get a brush with it, so you get the lip glow. And that was originally what I wanted to get, but I wanted something a little bit more pigmented on the lips, so the lip shine is a little bit more pigmented. These ones are really interesting because they react to the heat on your lips and deepen in color and change in color. So it's kind of fun. So I got a nice pink one, and then a deeper one, and then you got the lip maximizer on the side, which are kind of similar colors, and so you can maximize it. Now I'm really not that into, and these ones, the lip glows are in a lipstick format, but they're kind of like a gloss but in lipstick format, which I kind of like. But the lip maximizers are in the doe foot format, and those of course are going to maximize your lips, which I'm not very interested in doing because number one, I don't like that tingle cooling effect. I don't like that. I just don't. The other thing, I don't need to maximize my lips. My lips are full. I don't need them any fuller. I'm very happy with the size of them. So it's just like my breasts. I'm happy. Well, maybe I could go, I like my B cup, but I could go to a C. But I wouldn't want to go any further. I am happy with my breasts the way they are. I'm happy with my lips the way they are. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. And so she also gave me a nice little, because it's springtime, so she gave me a little joy. I don't know whether I like this perfume, but it is rather nostalgic for me. And then I got a little cream, Capture Total Dream Skin cream, a little package of cream. Okay, so now we are going to get into Sephora. Of course, you know there's not going to be a makeup haul without Sephora, okay? First off, I got myself a palette, an empty magnetic palette by Tarte. I love collecting empty palettes because I like to build my own custom palettes. I like to copy. I like to try and dupe the feels, as Hannah Louise Poston says, because usually my dupes aren't going to be completely accurate because I don't have the palette. So I dupe the feels of the palette. It's kind of fun because I kind of see, I've got a lot of singles and I like to see whether I can get that curation, and I wanted something that was a bit bigger than the, because I do buy a lot of the ColourPop's empty magnetic palettes. So they have the 12 pan and they have the 24 pan, but I wanted something a little bit bigger, so I got this fun tropical feel, which is gonna go with what else I got in here. I think this was part of a $100 gift card that I managed to rack up with my 2,500 points. And it's got an amazing mirror, and then I think this holds about 30 eyeshadow pans, or if you want to put blush, if you want to put any other things that you want to put in here. Contours, which I don't use. I'm really happy I got this. It's fun. It's a bit thick though. That's why I still like to purchase. Whenever I do a ColourPop order, I do add in a magnetic palette of theirs because they're very streamlined, thinner, and easier to store. So, but this is like my fun little one for like fun, maybe my JD Glow eyeshadows that I want to do a video on because I bought some and I'm actually wearing that right now on my lids, is some JD Glow. And let me tell you a little secret. If you like the special shadows that are in Pat McGrath's palettes, especially the Mothership palettes, JD Glow Galaxy eyeshadows to the rescue. You can get those very affordable for $7, and you just do Pat McGrath special shadows. I've been longing to do that. Now I just gave you a tip. In keeping with the tropical theme, we're gonna go to the French Riviera with Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. Now, just to let you know, I'm doing an apologetics right now. This design is in exact keeping of the French Riviera. This blue and white stripes are the iconic umbrellas of the beaches of the French Riviera, okay? And it has that beautiful textured canvas feel. I love it. It's a nice change from her, you know, those kind of velveteen palettes. Now the colors inside are incredibly iconic to the French Riviera, some of the villages on the coast, like I think it's called Menton. Now, I'm saying it the English version, it's probably not the way you pronounce it in the French version, but all their houses and buildings are these colors. They're like these multicolored, vibrant, listen, there's a painting, there's a picture, it looks like a painting. In fact, it looks like a Monet painting, which I'll show you right here. And this is this. Even the water, the way the water reflects the buildings and the houses and the villages of Menton is this. Anastasia knows the French Riviera. Obviously. Now, what I love about this too is the way they curated it. I love the colors. I love the brightness. This is the first time they've done like a palette full of like not even grungy, but bright, happy colors, perfect for spring and summer. And what I like too is that even the way they kind of vertically in columns, they kind of go together. So you can actually easily make a look just by going down. And what I also noticed too is that you can make that look in quads. This first quad, this second quad, this third quad, and then you can go this way, another quad, another quad, another quad. So you can easily make looks by even the way they arrange the colors. The only thing I kind of wish they did though is, I think there's a couple in here that are duochrome. I kind of wish that they made them truly duochrome, okay? A true beautiful duochrome flip. That's the only thing. I think they need to just kind of push that envelope there a little bit. But I also like that they did put in plum kind of brown. And you know I'm not a brownie, I do not like brown colors, but I'm now starting to understand the benefit of brown to kind of calm down the brightness of colors and make them more wearable. So this is a palette that is great for newbies in color or people that are not fully versed or fully comfortable, because you still have your brown, you have a coral that's a little bit, you know, and then you've got the beautiful mustard color and a little bit more of a toned down estate color. So it works, and it helps to kind of soften the edges of the more brighter colors. This is an awesome palette. Anastasia got the French Riviera down pat on lockdown, and I'm feeling very tropical. And if you didn't know, and I'm quoting Joanna G makeup because she knows she's from France and she knows all about the French Riviera, and the French Riviera is basically Europe's Caribbean, a very rich version of the West Indies all around. I mean, there are places in the West Indies that are quite rich, but I'm saying all around, French Riviera is a very posh place. I'm feeling very Caribbean today and French Riviera, so I'm very happy because I'm in the mood for summer and spring. This one now, I wanted for a super long time, and I don't think I've mentioned it on my channel, and that is the Viseart palette. Now, the reason why I wanted it for a long time is that Viseart makes the most amazing mattes. And when I was in store, I swatched one of their palettes, the mattes, and I nearly fell over. Listen, this is the type of matte that once you swatch it, you realize that all the amazing brands that make great eyeshadow, they're still trying to reach for Viseart quality, okay? And the other ones that are not trying to reach for anything are just reaching for themselves. But the ones that are really reaching for good quality, they're reaching for Viseart. When I swatch that, it's like everything pales in comparison. But once you swatch a Viseart, oh my God. But I gotta say, Natasha Denona knows how to make mattes, and she knows how to make them to blend together and create new colors and blah, blah, blah. But Viseart does the same thing. So the Viseart was on my roster. Okay, so this is what I got. I got the Koi palette, and I got this beautiful Theory palette. So that when you open it, and then you've got this little plastic cover which protects it. There you have it again. And this is the mattes. And then you've got your like shimmers, metallics on the other side. But it was really the mattes that I was looking for. But when the Koi palette came out, now they came out with the Pro Volume 2, which I really, really, really wanted. But it was way too expensive. So when they came out with the Koi palette, though it's not mattes, I went and got it. This is like right up my alley for summer, and it's so compact that it's really easy to travel with. And for spring and summer, this is perfection. And the lovely thing about it is too is that you have little finger inserts that you can, they're magnetized so you can pull them all out, you can rearrange them. And I figured the corals would go perfectly for this summer palette. That's why I got them together. And of course, they're easily removed, these ones also, so you can mix and match. And I really wanted the mattes. And the thing is, I always wanted to buy Viseart, but I didn't because I didn't like the color curations. They were too grungy, they were too dark, they weren't the right color combinations. I just wasn't interested. But I wanted to get a palette of matte, so it was driving me bonkers. And the only one person that actually said exactly the way I felt was Angelica Nickfist. She said the same thing on her video. She said she really wants to try Viseart. She doesn't like the color combinations they put out. And it's exactly why I never bought them. But finally, with their Theory palettes, they're coming out with more interesting color combinations and the colors that I really, really like. And then they're coming out with these amazing palettes of shimmers. And I think their shimmers are becoming more iridescent and more pigmented. I am super happy that I finally was able to get the famous Viseart palette. So if you guys want me to do a video on this, I could do like a little demo. I will do it. It is spring. It is about to be summer. So I got my Bloom palette. Of course, the prerequisite Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Now, I don't know why she put out that Biba palette, the barbecue palette, because it looks like a barbecue palette. It doesn't look like spring, summer, but this looks like spring and summer. And that is what I have as my highlighter. I have these two, I mix them together for my highlighter, and this makes an amazing, beautiful, almost reddish fuchsia blush that kind of veers to coral, and then you can put the glow on top of it to bring it to coral. And I saw an amazing demo of a spring pink look using this palette by Bailey Sarian, and she just used this palette for her blush, her highlight, her eyeshadow. Perfect, amazing. She used this one and this one on her lid. She used the blush in her crease. So it's very, very versatile palette. These are kind of the cream, and then these are the powder. And she's got fair skin. She was able to make this work for her. They are a little bit pigmented, so if you're quite fair, these may work better as blushes. You have to be a little bit more flexible when using this palette, but this is great for my skin tone and darker for these as highlighters. So this makes a fantastic pairing with Natasha Denona's Cranberry palette. I haven't used them together yet. I'm excited to use these together in the summertime. Totally excited, even though this came out in winter, which I always thought was kind of weird because to me this is a spring summer palette. Oh, because there's a dupe in my haul, and this is the dupe. This is Huda Beauty's Ruby palette. Now, I had to get the Ruby palette. Yes, I did, because I promised my kitty cat Ruby that he was going to be represented, because I already got the Emerald palette for Emerald because I have a kitty cat named Emerald. Here's my Ruby, Emerald and Ruby, so they're both represented, nobody is forgotten. And I also have the Amethyst palette. So I got them all together, and I'm ready for anything. I blame Kinky Sweat for this one, and this is Pat McGrath's Mini Lust Gloss in 3. Now, I never could understand, Pat loves to make these packages with all the kind of sequins things, and I love it, but I also used to wonder, why is she doing that? I couldn't understand it. And then finally I figured it out. It's for Instagram, duh. Well, anyway, now that I do a lot more Instagram, I get it. And I really like that these luxury brands are making mini versions of things so us plebeians can still get them. And you know what? I don't go through a lot of glosses really fast. So these make a really nice size. And Kinky Sweat was wearing Dare to Bear. And so I just had to get it because it was looking good on Kinky Sweat. I'm very much into blender brushes because I have a very, very big hood. It needs to be dealt with accordingly with a number of blending brushes. So I got this one. This is number 19, which is the Sephora Pro, and they have this fancy little brush protector. And in fact, so it kind of opens up almost like the lighting equipment when you're opening it up to extend it and everything. So this is the one I got. Let me see. So I'm really happy that I got it because this will work really great deeper in the crease, and it's firm enough to really blend it out and even go into the outer corners. Sephora Pro brushes, they're really good quality. I'm quite impressed by their brushes, though I've never used them before, but I'm still impressed by their brushes. The feel and the quality of them really is good. I also got a Morphe M441 brush. I love these blending brushes, so I bought another one. I think this is my third blending brush. The only thing is, okay, I'm not gonna open it because I don't have scissors, but anyway, you can see it right here. This one is like more for my upper crease, like my main crease area, and it really blends it out and blows it out really, really nice. The only thing about these brushes is that when you wash them, they splay too much. Like they really lose their shape, which I don't like. It's not like a bloom, like a Wayne Goss blooming. It oversplays. I did end up getting some brush guards from Beautylist. When you wash them, you can put them over the brush and it will keep it from splaying, but will dry at the same time. And there's my Emmy. There he is. So this is, where did I put Emmy's little ting ting? So Emmy,
honey.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I don't like. These are great brushes, but I don't like the way they wash in there. I also got my Bobbi Brown, and this is the Skin Foundation stick, and I got it in Warm Honey. These are repeat buys for me. In the winter, I use number 5 Honey, and then when it starts to become now spring, going into summer, I go into Warm Honey 5.5. So these are on repeat for me. I love stick foundations because they're fast, furious. You can get it done and get going. The only thing that is tempered about stick foundations is the fact that because they're a little bit stiffer, liquid you can glide it over your skin, whereas with stick you have to kind of press more, so you kind of pulling on your skin a little bit more. So that's the only thing about stick foundation you have to think about is the pull factor. I can't remember whether these were beauty rewards or whether they were the 100 points, but I got 2 of these because they were at different times. The Climax Mascara by NARS. These are kind of fun to use. I'm a bit of a klutz, so I don't know whether I'm going to be good at using small ones, but I'm going to make it happen because I like my mascaras. And then this is another one, Dior Show Volume Something Mascara. I got a 100 point perk. I really wanted to try the Youth to the People Kale plus green tea spinach vitamin cleanser, so I was able to get this as a 100 point perk, and I'm glad that I did. I didn't want to spend too much of my 100 points because I want to build up another 2,500 and get another $100 gift card. One more thing that I bought. This is my nail polish, and this is kind of like a taupey purple, green, pink. I saw it on somebody at Shoppers, a beautiful customer rep at Shoppers, and so I bought it. This is the Revlon 120 Amethyst Smoke. Isn't it beautiful? And that's what I have on my fingers. So this is my Makeup Bonanza beauty haul of hauls. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, like, and share it with your friends. Just remember, you know, if you're going through really rough, tough waters, remember that God's got your back, you know, because that's what's getting me through. And what also is getting me through is knowing that my mommy is in heaven, and she keeps on smiling down on me, and I know it. I know she's alive. I know it for a fact, and that's what keeps my head above the waters. And the fact that my mom wants me to keep on smiling is what is getting me through right now. So I hope that this helps you with whatever you're going through, to keep on moving forward, keep on hoping, keep on believing, and keep on smiling. All right, so rock your own kind of beauty and keep on going, keep on glowing, keep on smiling, and I will. Love you.
So first off,